the APEC coming up in a week, the White House confirmed the dates U.S. President Donald Trump will be in South Korea, as well as the ROK-U.S. summit. They also announced that the U.S. leader will hold talks with Chinese President Xi Jinping in South Korea next week. Our Seung-jae starts us off.
The White House announced Thursday that U.S. President Donald Trump will hold bilateral meetings with South Korean President Lee Jae-myung in South Korea next week as part of his upcoming trip to Asia. According to White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt, President Trump is scheduled to meet President Lee on Wednesday.
On Wednesday morning local time, the president will fly to Busan, where he will participate in a bilateral meeting with the President of the Republic of Korea, deliver keynote remarks at the APEC CEO luncheon, and then participate in a U.S. APEC leaders working dinner.
While the White House statement suggests the Lee-Trump summit would take place in Busan, South Korean government officials later clarified that the meeting is set for 경ju, the official venue of the APEC Leaders Summit, which South Korea will host on October 31st and November 1st. This marks the second in-person meeting between Trump and Lee after their first summit at the White House in August. The two leaders are expected to discuss a broad range of bilateral and regional issues, including trade, security, and diplomacy with North Korea. Their meeting also comes amid intensive trade negotiations between Seoul and Washington, as both sides work to bridge differences over the implementation of South Korea's $350 billion investment pledge under a bilateral framework trade deal signed in July. The White House also confirmed that Trump will hold talks with Chinese President Xi Jinping while in South Korea.
On Thursday morning local time, President Trump will participate in a bilateral meeting with President Xi of the People's Republic of China before departing to return home to Washington, D.C.
Trump's meeting with Xi is drawing global attention as both leaders are expected to explore a potential trade agreement following the recent escalation of tensions between Washington and Beijing. The talks come after China tightened export controls on rare earth materials, and President Trump threatened to impose an additional 100% tariff on Chinese goods. Observers say the summit could be a pivotal moment for U.S.-China economic relations, while also testing diplomatic coordination in the broader Asia-Pacific region as world leaders converge in South Korea for the high-stakes APEC summit. Seung-jae, Arirang News.